Marlene Hutchinson, and welcome to Tips for Guitar Playing Success. As many of you know, I've been sharing my guitar playing tips every Thursday for more than 10 years. It's been my way to hopefully help you stay motivated, be inspired, and continue expanding your guitar playing journey. If you're interested in more learning resources like my guitar courses, Lesson of the Month Club, coaching, Thursday Tips blog, and more, go to my website, marlenesmusic.com. And for anyone who's listening and feeling like you're missing out on all the guitar playing fun, you can easily get started with my super simple Learn to Play Guitar in a Day course. Now, on to today's tip. Today's tip is how to play slash chords. What are slash chords? Well, first, I can tell you what they're not. They're not chords named after Slash, the lead guitarist of Guns N' Roses, although he probably plays them. Slash chords, aka split chords, are so named because when written, there is a forward slash between a main chord, the first letter, and a bass chord, the second letter. In today's episode, I'll explain slash chords, what they are, and how to play them. As always, I love to give a shout out to my listeners around the world. So this week, hello and thank you to those of you listening in France, Mexico, Trinidad and Tobago, Chile, Malawi, Botswana, Bolivia, and South Korea. Hey, do you know someone who would like to play guitar? It's never been easier with my Learn to Play Guitar in a Day course. And if you or someone you know already plays guitar and wants to learn more, then my Lesson of the Month Club and my coaching sessions could be just the right thing. The links are in the show notes on your podcast app, or you can find them on my website, marlenesmusic.com. Jumping into those slash chords, I'm guessing that when researching guitar music, you've probably seen a chord written something like C/D and wondered what the heck that is. In fact, it's a question I'm frequently asked. In the simplest terms, it means there's a main chord, that's the first letter, and then after the slash, the second letter represents an added bass note. Like in the C/D chord, the main chord is C, and then a D note is added in the bass. To get a little more technical, the C chord includes the notes C, E, and G. When you add a D note in the bass, you are then playing the notes D, C, E, and G. If that sounds confusing or you'd like a little refresher on notes and chords, you can go back to the Learn Your Musical ABCs episode on October 1st, 2020. Let's look at that slash chord concept with another main chord and bass note. The F/E means F is the main chord and an E note is played in the bass. The F chord notes are F, A, and C. When you add the E bass note, you'll be playing E, F, A, and C. Those are just a couple of examples. There are many combinations of chords with added bass notes, and it's not just limited to major chords and notes. It can include minors, flats, sharps, and sevenths, to name a few. Knowing more about slash chords probably still makes you think, why are they used? Slash chords are generally used to embellish and add more flavor to a song. There are many interesting nuances that can be achieved simply by adding bass notes. As a solo player, slash chords can help you develop your music style and sounds. However, an instance where slash chords might be redundant is when you're playing in a band. In that case, you'll typically play the main chord and leave the bass notes to the band's bass player. It's worth mentioning that a slash chord can be played as the main chord only without adding a bass note, and the song will sound good. Again, remember the bass note can add a little something more to your music. So, for example, you might see a song in your search that contains a slash chord and you're not sure how to play it, but you want to run through the song anyway. You can play the song using the main chord. Then you can always learn the bass note added chord, the slash chord, down the road. Now, if you're like me, a visual learner, you might like to see the chord charts for the two slash chords that I mentioned, C/D and F/E, so that you can give them a try. You'll find them on my Thursday Tips blog at marlenesmusic.com. Quick playing tip: when learning new slash chords, it's fun to play the main chord and then the slash chord to compare the sounds. Just think, the next time you see a slash chord in your music, you now know you have options. You can play the main chord only, or you can play the chord with the added bass note for a little more pizzazz. Who knows? Perhaps you'll be slashing slash chords just like Slash. And for a little birthday trivia, Slash and I share the same July birthday. So happy almost birthday, Slash. I hope this episode's tip has helped you to continue expanding your guitar playing skills and knowledge. If you'd like to learn more, please check out the many learning resources available at marlenesmusic.com. Thank you for joining today's podcast, and as I like to say, play on.